anime peeps, how you doing? It's Rachel from the Otaku Review, and this time I am going to do something a little different. I have promised I would do movie reviews, anime and manga at some point, so today I'm going to do a movie review. And today I saw Kubo and the Two Strings with my friend Julie, and guys, this film was amazing. That's all I can say about this film. It was just wow. Just wow. I'm sorry, everything about this film was absolutely stunning. If you love Japanese traditional culture, Japanese art and fighting sort of movies, you will love this movie. And the stop motion animation is superbly done in this film. I have absolutely no complaints with this movie whatsoever. The voice casting was amazing, the visuals were stunning, the backgrounds, the costume design, the music was absolutely enchanting. Everything about this film was great. Anyway, back to Kubo. Obviously, Kubo and the Two Strings was made by Alacta, who are famous for doing Coraline, Paranorman, and the Box Trolls. I've only seen Coraline, and I have seen Paranorman, but I haven't seen the Box Trolls, so I need to get that to add to my collection. Anyway, on to the movie, guys. So basically, the main sort of theme of this movie is Kubo is a descendant of the people of the moon. His mother escaped their family to... She basically saw what humanity was actually like, because the moon people just looked down on everyone and just saw them as barbarians, basically. That the world was just full of death, heartbreak and pain, and that their world was superior and infinite. So his mother falls in love with a human who she's actually sent to kill, and obviously then he has a child together with them and called Kubo. And at the beginning of the movie you see her escaping from the family, and she's knocked unconscious, gets a massive scar on her head, and then obviously we move forward a couple years later where Kubo is a lot older, and Kubo has his mother's guitar, which he uses to create magical origami sort of dance scenes or puppets in a way, and basically he uses that sort of a way to make money to keep him and his mother going. And then basically Kubo is always told, do not go out after sunset and stay out of the dark. And obviously there is a reason for this. It's if he goes into the moonlight, his grandfather will find him, try to kill him and take his other eye. Because if you notice in the movie, he has an eye patch over this eye, because he took it when he was a baby, and basically to blind him to humanity and make him a full god of person of the moon, I would assume. So basically, Kubo goes to his local village. He accidentally stays out after dark whilst trying to talk to his father while he's at a festival, which was to talk to spirits and family, and that he stays too long out after dark, and his mother's sisters find him and try to kill him, basically, or take him back to the moon, I should say, take his eyeball. It was a bit ugh. And then his mother runs to find him, because she can only be awoken during nighttime. During daytime her body is motionless, she's just basically a shell of a person, and she uses the last of magic to protect Kubo and send him away from his sisters from getting captured, basically. And he's told to get the 3 magical pieces of armor that belonged to the gods that will protect him from the Moon King, and he goes on the quest to find these 3 pieces. And during the beginning of the film, you notice he always has this little monkey charm, which is pretty cute, and I'd actually like it. And he has a blue beetle crest on the back of his kimono, or kubet, I think it is. And so they're his magical charms to protect him. And you meet Monkey, and he wakes up, who's hilarious. It's like literally every sentence she says is just sarcasm or talk back, and she's so funny. And I just love the voice of her. I can't remember the actress who actually voices her. Basically she's the charm that he was carrying around, and she's meant to protect Kubo. She knows the armor but doesn't know where it is, which is great. And anyway, then you meet Beetle, who's he believes he's a warrior who served Kubo's father Hanzo, and he goes on their quest to help find the armor. So they find the sword, and Vambe was in his head of a giant skeleton. Oh my god, that scene was absolutely amazing. And Then they have to find a chest armor, which is underneath an ocean with these giant eyeball monsters, which look like something out of Legend of Zelda. It was pretty sweet. And then they have to find a helmet, which is just towards the end of the movie at the sort of more of the grand battle of the film, shall we say. So it was great. And then I won't give away too much of the ending because it was a bit of a kind of what the hell sort of situation. And it was just absolutely stunning, guys. I'm gonna actually download the soundtrack because the music was absolutely beautiful. Most of it was just like traditional Japanese style music, obviously to keep pace with the movie. None of this modern day overdubbing of pop songs or anything like that. It just wouldn't work with this film. And the backgrounds were beautiful. I was just looking at every little detail in every screen. And it's like when you're in the village scene, you're constantly looking at kimonos and all the props and everything. I did this as a kid when I watched Wallace and Gromit. I was just wowed by all the little props and cans and things. It was beautiful. If you do watch this movie, guys, I will say one thing. Stay for the credits. That was a really great thing, actually. Not right to the end, because there isn't any like nerd tidbits at the end of the film apart from a little lacquer nod to all the other films that they've done, but mainly halfway through the credits. At the end of the film, it goes on to a very haiku art style painting. If you know what haiku is, it's like traditional like ink canvas paintings of like bridges and waves and everything, and traditional Japanese life. And it goes on to like I would say anime style animation. It's pretty much sticking to the characters, but it is very beautiful, and it's kind of watercolor style animation. You see like koi carp and on all these beautiful sort of green sceneries and everything, and it's beautiful. And you see all the characters obviously being for their voice roles with their names and everything. And I thought that was a really, really, really nice touch. So in all, guys, I would give this film 10 out of 10. Absolutely 10 out of 10. I think this is going to be one of those films where it's going to be a bit quiet for a while, and then once the reviews start coming out, it's going to get more popular. I really hope so, because a lot of these kind of movies get sort of shunned aside unless they're like a very top-notch company like Pixar or Disney. It's kind of ignored a little bit. But I can't get enough of this. There's so many characters from this I want to cosplay. I would love to cosplay as either one of the evil sisters. There's one where she gets her mask broken in half and she's got like a really evil grin, and I really like to cosplay as that. Or I would love to cosplay as Kubo's mother, because she was so pretty, and I loved her kimono. It was gorgeous. Yeah, and there was just too much of this film. There was not a scene I was bored with. I was just constantly gripped to the screen all the time. It was just stunning, guys. That's all I can really say. Music, 10 out of 10. Animation, 10 out of 10. Voices, 10 out of 10. I love this. It was brilliant, and if they do another film like this, I will be in the cinema straight away, and I will be getting this movie on Blu-ray when it definitely comes out. I'm sorry if my camera's shaking. I'm sat on my bed. So yeah, words can't describe. I was so speechless after this film. It was so good. I just didn't know what to say. But yeah, it was quite a surprise really, because on release day I thought this film would be very popular. Mind you, me and my friend G did see this about lunchtime, and the cinemas was empty. There was just me and her, and actually, to be fair, it was quite nice having the cinema sounds. We could laugh our heads off as much as we wanted to and kind of generally chat, but we were just stuck to that screen constantly. We didn't speak apart from when we were just laughing at the jokes, because there was, as much as the story was a little bit serious in places, the humour was good. There was always constant banter between Beetle and Monkey, or Monkey and Kubo. And I love Beetle as a character. He's actually quite hilarious. He's really, really funny, and I just love his character design. So I could probably see a lot of people actually cosplaying him. So anyway, that is my review, guys. I'm not gonna waffle on anymore. I've pretty much said what needs to be said. I will probably go and have to see this film again, because it was too good. I haven't been like this film crazy since I last saw Deadpool, because it's just nice to see a good, refreshing film with good music, good plot, nothing too over the top, and just just gorgeous. I just loved it. So I'm going to go and download the soundtrack to this movie and probably listen to it constantly. I might review another film, guys. Probably the next film I want to go and see now will be Doctor Strange, because that film does look pretty awesome. I'm going to call it Marvel Inception, because whenever I see the trailer, it just looks Inception. So until next time, guys, I will say sayonara and stay happy.